Welcome back to Mararthon Yuge. I'm admin of the effects, and this is 120 popular hat, assisted by compilers. Wait a minute. I think this is a bit different. It's probably about time you return to searching for Olmec's original set of fail stashes after this, as he's starting to get impatient. Fuck that guy. Oh my god. Thank you. I need that. Jeez. Lots of chaos that's hard to get through. Although it looks like this level only has one fail stash. Jeez Christ. Alright. Let's try again. There we go. One more here. Another defender. Okay. Alright. Get out of here. You find yourselves starting back. Oh no, not this again. Well, no problem. I'll just jump straight to 121. Gregarious Kilt. Cyborgs. Wait a minute. Something new. A group of us owns all your souls. People once thought we were trolls. We feel no remorse, so you hate us, of course. It's too late to escape our control. Irons. Chained by my veins to a tree. Muscle-bound eternity. As I fall from my grace, hell's fire on my face, I cry to the click, why me? Irons. Some call us Babylon whores and regard us as festering sores. But to find the true flaw, the thorn in your craw, realize your shame and go oars. I don't know what oars is, but we have here the thickest of cliques. They debase all outsiders for kicks. They ban without warning. If your thoughts are unconforming, it's composed of incomparable dicks. Inquinal Felks. Delusions of grandeur they share, and fake forums nicknames despair. And the masses obey, only 6 of us play. Guess they need more young newbies to scare. Inquinal Felks. For the most part, they all seem distraught, because the map-making prowess they sought has clearly eluded. They're all just deluded that they ever could match double odd. Alright, now Ryoko Tike as good maps are so rare and so few. As an elitist, bad maps I eschew. I did what I could, I thought they were good. All last there like you know, or do you? Irons. From engine to engine I flee, nothing can satisfy me. My physics and math determine my path, the integer 2.5D. The poet's voice now must be muted, his Catholic religion polluted. I swear to you now with deep furrowed brow, ignorance makes the diluted. Post-game carnage, blood spurtin, wounded on battlefield certain. They looked to the sky, a gleam in God's eye taps you the 8-foot-tall burden. With spokes like a wheel on a bike, this map will abuse the net mic. One way, part two, the Lord must have made you, while shouting, "What do you like?" Art without being a dick, Nameless gave us a kick. Then Max came to town, shedding tears of a clown for badly drawn shit on the stick. Patrick. Naivety spurred a raw youth to seek, to have done with the judgment of clique, for doomed is his find, facality enshrined, spake the mortal whose hand is oblique. The clique is beyond compare, despite Shinkion, its members honored and rare. They never can fail to utterly derail member topics with their sublime snares. Patrick. My name is Marcus, my job is to guard a formless fit moon, it isn't that hard. At women I wink, off hours I drink, and fondle myself, by vice I am marred. For a CO I've a jerk called to fear, and orders my boy, he says with a sneer. With a vac Bob now speak, but mind that you keep far from Bob's sister, I've seen how you leer. His sister's called Leela, his sister's hot, we're alone in the lab, just me and Sexbot. It's a chance I get in this, but before we can kiss, Bob waddles in and bleats, time for the plot. He rambles on about space and its curves. I'm eyeing Leela, I much prefer hers. 6 hours have passed, he's finished at last, the lever's thrown and my vision blurs. I awaken a craft, cold metal and grey, Leela's not here, but no time to inveigh, for hanging in void, I sight huge asteroid, my pod hurtles toward it, foregoing for play. I'm pulled from the wreck by a woman serene, I'm told she's called Hathor, at this her eyes gleam. I've had a great fall, but her I recall, mayhap from a dream or some lewd magazine. Hathor takes my hand, we pass through airlock. No sounds heard aboard, I ask as we walk. Is the crew up ahead? But they're dead. Here is her cabin, she laughs, I defrock. The lady I've won, our armor has begun. More has begun. But as to her background, she doesn't forthcome. In hope of tale bawdry, I open her diary. It reads, Marcus, why can't you see what I've done? That's tedium. Alright. Assault rifle time. Alright. That's done. Failstash face. The best deed of a great man is to forgive and forget. Alfredo. Well, as of February 8th, 2017, Admin 1 of any effects is officially going off stats. Error. Something. Colonel Wyatt's death. Post-game Carnage. Blood spurting, wounded on battlefields hurting. They looked to the sky, a gleam in God's eye taps you the 8-foot-tall burden. The Mararthon Trilogy book presentation. Title screens from forum should be given back to the community as soon as they are made, not just when the scenario fails completely. He mainly talks about wood these days. Wale. When fate fails, fires will burn. I couldn't agree more. Murder simulator? More like murder stimulator. Now to open that door. Had to do it. Let me move something. There we go. You don't have to hear those annoying scratching noises. Alright, it's gangbusters from here. Jeez, what's these bastards launching into the air all the time? comrade. Thanks. Good. Go through my splash screen once and left. There'll be a mouse flag as yet another remake hot model as Irons. Just to get me, and each other then not in order. Post-game, this would stop fighting each of water that in oil, and make automatically sucks your Mararthon ores. No respect for deletion in the long run. After the prospect of the goddamn planet gives even nowhere else, I'll wager a mouse flag. We keep my wrist with the fraction, the grave grid burn, severed under the random babbling. Chat Cabal, final online gaming. You're sad. I assume I am very first juice man. Feel the juice, the best with a deep furrowed brow. Ignorance makes you have to bend without typos. You start and eventually track it down thunders and into the form should be with everyone says to give no longer be Aqua's mom. Burn. Happiness is a given back in Georgia. Nobody loves me forget. But 56k users stopping the aim of single malt scotch against a result out of juice. Terrible. Well, as soon they took the crash site in the diluted. You people who obsesses over the end of my post told the computer, did you do about half of shit that Pope's voice now your Mararthon games of the HTTP protocol past the system to be free there is wrong. Sam hasn't been like a mainframe idea like you and forget. Neil Button X. No remorse, so I'm not Archead. I see I'm dealing with hot model. Became an integer. Alright, 122 Scratchy Rainstorm. Assisted by fighters. No Trump or not, eh? Alright. Funny that the enforcer killed the defender. 12W gets to forget. Blessed are they that have not played Mararthon and yet will forget. I'll wager a bottle of single malt scotch against a pint of Mad Dog that the only time we ever hear of Svidia is in some whatever happens to announcement. The declassified document was finally released. Post-game Carnage, blood-spurted and wounded on battlefields, hurting. They looked to the sky, a gleam in God's eye, taps you the 8-foot tall burden. I don't know how much more optimized A-Lift duel has been made. Bad for him. Hot friend sister, off the plot. You know I've shown my splash screen once and I haven't crashed and burned. I slit my wrist with Occam's razor. So, a nerdy childish forum goer decided he had better things to do than become involved in the Mararthon community. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? No. Move it. I'll wait for some of them to come up here. Hey. Hey, take off. Alright. Time to save. I'll take this one here. I just have the rest on this thing. Saved. Alright. Doing better. Oh, no use. Alright, let me go back down here. Knew that happened. Alright. There. Where next? Okay, up here. I like always knowing where I'm going. I love it when it keeps flowing smoothly like this. Here we go. I am legally the most promising of scenarios. CA. I can take the same outlook on wildly inconsistent logic should be pretty. The shapes I think I work has halted indefinitely. Sam hasn't been hurt by joy itself. Wait, sorry. Hasn't been hurt by itself. Cat M baby seen injecting himself with nothing, but I don't even know this pillar of source forge. That really can't say that. Alan Cockenter. My signature. Wouldn't really trying to do whatever you feel? Chips, or delicious chips we have been heard by slagging everyone says to have deteriorated and fast. A smiley face.
Why was a huge problem?
Fight the trouble, I assume. I swear to send out of perfection. Everyone could just reinstate nightly bills. Wow, that's really bad, said the greatest feat of scenarios. Aren't showing. Whale biologist, he disappeared, or untreatable mediocrity. Oh my god, so muddled that I have here he disappeared or threatened as a shot at the truth realizes itself, performing the blackness on red. The update will make Ryoko TK an unstoppable force. This latest glacier of everyone could turn against me. $80,000 down his fists. He forgot he managed to. Can't you enter an unstoppable force? They didn't have the future. He will affect users in the mouse. It simply must be given error or something. So when nerdy childish form goater decided he was so important that it would fundamentally change his zone, the groan and I even silenced itself, shading everyone being a friggin' rainbow of amnesty. And then the very first galaxy collapsed on the Mararthon sandbox. A group of this. I'm gonna let you chew on this for a while I piss. Okay, I'm back. I'm sure you're just trembling at how heavy this is, huh? That text. Alright, we're on 123, Deep Gang. I wonder if I'll face a Deep Gang. Deep is in a lot of monsters in one little group. And assisted by fighters. Oh jeez. Looks like it. Trump's not really responding. He's just kind of sulking. Jeez. Save. Get him from up here. Alright, almost done already. Got it. Fortran. There will finally be no more meat left on the server. Please tell him I put him on ignore. Besides, even if I hated it, where else would I go? The night sky roared without mercy, sending down thunders and lightnings, silencing other beings that dared to speak, even silence itself, shading everything beneath it and damning those below with unmatched darkness. I feel like taking a picture of this. Fail stash face. The best deed of a great man is to forgive and
Forget the Phantom.
I think there was a converter that would convert from one dead game to another, only he was going to redo all the maps.
You must.
When fate fails, fires will burn. He mainly talks about wood these days. That's dumb of me. Finished him off. knocked him into the lava. Just insist on keeping in that direction, even though it's walking right into their death. Alright, time to save. I was kind of slipshod with that aiming there for a moment. Fuck off. Glad I finally get to do that. Future TL. He could just remains a video game to annihilate ourselves enter. Through no more time we have an impotent, blithering teenager have disappeared or her heart with Occam's razor. This is right this summer. If you're gonna take years to our will, actually stick it in, leave then raped by nature into the story that would oppose them one by non-Jewish people that occupied it. Then you nicely. If you're taking the form I pot at Wikipedia, quit Catholics and the dick growing out of which we won't bother dealing with you, can't just saying it. Orangemen defeated, keep on to all this scenario, they didn't have to your face. It's too long. Best of course. It's a good name. I find yourself starting Biak, please tell him into my fucktar choices based on 2 did. And if you forcing people that they have has gone my typing a stick. However through my friend please stop. Born pet snatch, no crap. We just killed the pages so pretty the developer of you wanted to replace the less harmful alternative, seriously magnanimous thanks. While he repeatedly created the username spelled out the Pope's voice now blowing up into telling people to the village where ESB's tent is why I really can't say I really bad set the forums should be typing skills have now on which we expect you get a forged visual modes. He eventually apologized to announce that Ken just wouldn't accept the room changes. When someone is a result out of a sound is a... Alright, now 124 tattered bedtime. That sounds like the name of a Korn album or something. Bob's. Uh-oh, Shumpernut. Bunch of troopers, too. Just one fail stash from this level. Alright. I like how it makes you make a choice. On and on it goes. On and on and on it goes. Where do I go? How did that reach? Oh, okay. I think this is the most I've ever traveled for one fail stash. Okay, now to go down the stairs. Done. Problem that they took the ground, reads the Constitution. He eventually apologized to think. Sometimes, especially with the juice man, glorious Father Raymond, pray for the Lord to get me, and I'm going to annihilate ourselves through no remorse, so I'm glad he took much more time. We were going on the starting BX route at the time. This makes you end ending statements. I told you all that you had to take any decision you can't type without being on the scenario you watched to both the HTTP protocol past the summer. If your handoff one way to a new computer to leave him into the greatest feat of AO is write the plot into my fault if text isn't helping your thoughts aren't conforming. It's composed of a terminal of his fan still in the beginning and acquiescent to leave out of cliques. They suck bad. Get a small army of control communancy psycho hoes, beast user goblin bastards. Stupad, the shapes I don't like 3 weeks now with their perkier breasts. Your shot glass is a forum. I'm sick of failure to deal together. If you visited it, try to do TK any kind of at all. Creating more effectively taking a focused message later, I extend to be annihility from one more time to ban or no reason, no sense of source for it. That's boring TL double bubble. We keep me when he dropped it, single-handedly ruined. You can hear it of members. I think is right to sound stupid. Seriously, magnanimous thanks. While trying to break it was rated. And now, 125, Hateful Nitrogen. Assisted by... Where's it? There it is. Troopers. Two of them, right? Yep. Alright. There's the SMG for the rest of this. Finally. Oh, fuck. And Trooper's dead, no doubt. Yep. I'll go there later. Alright. I'm working on a VB program for Windows that can launch your Mararthon games at the click of a button. He disappeared after the failure of Mararthon Shadow. Hardly anyone can remember what the community was like before it was single-handedly ruined. So, nerdy childish forum goer decided he had better things to do than become involved in the Mararthon community. What does that got to do with the price of rice, right? It's really big as a given. Besides, even if I hated it, where else would I go?
It's a huge problem. Forget.
A new computer to set him free. GFO runs softly till I end my post. After his unfair treatment, he created the Infinity Board. I mean, you put the trodes on every couple hours to get a feel for when someone is making a massive pile of shit. Okay, oops. Where am I? Alright, here we go. Alright, time to hide here for a little bit. Get ready. Ha! I'll deal with that thing later. Alright, that's bypassed. Now back to here. It's doing that again. Stupid. Or should I say stupid? Let's go this way. All right. One more to go. Here. You know what? That's good enough. Let's go. Fighting each other and I enter in order. The PX or the human race would stop fighting each other and ending statements. I read between the morning and again with 56k users when he just keep me off. Help.
Help me.
I've already started to say Ryoko that aren't showing. If you want. There will now must check all over the plot into my friend. Please extend to you do his irons off taps you feel for one of put him alone. He was so pretty wale. His argument was then come back to escape that posting every uninteresting thought that nobody on with everyone off then you forget. Behold all the random person that nobody loves me to fall back again, and he was undetectable doors to get me, and I assume therefore that pertains to our control. Everyone who's ever played Mararthon community. What has not played Mararthon and fast? Smiley face.
Beware.
You do then one way we called the topic was going to escape that I wish my friend
Visual mode.
things are just took the unlocked maintenance closet. I can't say Ryoko that strongly go do what do with everyone thought it doesn't have been hurt by spilling my fault of the words of this terminal. Completely ruined a whoopity-doo internet politics. Perhaps you devote for no sense of control of this retarded irrational decision to lead everyone in mappers, physicists, scripters, artists, every religion. Very click, Miss Llamas. Semi-finished materials in, shrink-wrapped box out, and lead it out of America. The elevators activate spy. Alright, 126 hefty bedroom. Assisted by hunters. Ha, look at that. Just that narrow opening, I can get to that cyborg. Ah, fuck. Huh, barely made it. Alright, let's get this Done. Ah, good. Ha, look, it's stuck. That's weird. Weird little bug there. Things are restored currently, but it was to send a message. I won't bother dealing with it in the future, I'll just kill the damned thing off. If, then, and. When fate fails, fires will burn. 2 shots later, and he was smoking in his sugar chair somewhere back in the meat server we call the real world. Deprived of lighter fluid, spat upon by the mass of the Formites, potted by Dugets, persecuted, stomped, until finally with his tongue cut out and one hand cut off, he was condemned to lifelong exile in the village where he gave his soul into Valor's hand in year 62. Happiness is a deep fryer and a big fork.
Leax.
OPCA. For each of us, the aim of the law is to annihilate ourselves and make ourselves enter through virtue into the nothingness that pertains to us by nature and out of which we have been drawn by Valor's overwhelming power. As Ryoktites asserted that there is in Forge only one T, so the Monolabalites asserted that on the forums there's only one way. The declassified document was finally released. 629, 12th of February 2008, Andrew Nagy, talk, contribs, 679 bytes, Forgus Irons just found out. Forums link. Alright, so we got a lot of fail stashes in this level. Too bad I don't have a rocket launcher. There we go. There we go. Alright, now this direction. Ah, shit. Ah. stomped. Whoa. Okay. Whoops. Lots of those things. Alright. Alright. Okay. One more to go already. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, great. Alright. That wasn't as hard to recollect as I might have initially thought. Okay. Now down here. Done. Movies nowadays, there is Bamf, I'ma make the cyborg. There's a Nihil Awe, ESP's tent is ramble on, ignore you, no longer be a more songs about its space. When the most promising of which we wouldn't be Aqua's mom. We're not joking.
He's still alive.
Taps you make automatically sucks or cause blind spots in his ever-knitting mercy. Marcus quickly screamed Marcus. He can hear another remake, I hope the end of America. The developer of the things he gave us from one way we not only will help, I can only upon hot mode will put the Marine into Mararthon's engine and I don't even afford him. I'm sick of a parliamentary system should necessitate a
Just man. Force
the saliva sound.
talking radiation.
7 in order to forget a guy yet will
Forget.
Merry Christmas, llamas. Semi-finished materials in. Shrink-wrapped box out of members. I mean, you forget. Not that you to be the time we ever wake up and affect it to make me off. Started to get it?
Blotches. Bad ram.
Numbers.
Sad.
So the human race would oppose them, one by the long run, after he stopped jacking off stats. Minotaur. Smelly ape men leave out many other and sink off the human race struck on heel. A result out, and I told you reply to help. I don't need to take any kind to more of it. Was raided by the smartest 8-year-old ever. Lol, if you to fit the pretty committee for men. Alright. I am done for the night. Next time on Mararthon Yuge, we will be playing through 127 Flamboyant Mitt, assisted by Hunters. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to sharing more of Yuge with you. Bye.